All right, problem 12 says rewrite the complex fraction as a single simplified fraction. So away we go. First thing, remember we talked about a couple steps here. First step in trying to simplify these complex fractions was to look at all the fractions that we have in here, right? We've got like a 2 over 1, a 5 over x, and a 3 over x squared, a 1 over 1, and then a 9 over an x squared. So we needed to identify a number that is divisible by all of those denominators. We could call it the least common denominator. That would totally work because that's actually what that number is. But in this case, it looks like our least common denominator would be x squared. So what we're going to look to do here, remember step 2 was to multiply both the numerator and the denominator of the big fraction by x squared. Remember, x squared divided by x squared is 1, so we're not changing the value of this. So what we have to do is we have to take this and distribute it through. So you just need to take your time and be careful about it. 2 times x squared is going to give me 2x squared. When I do x squared times the 5 here in the middle, I'd have 5x squared, but then I'd have to cancel out the x's, right? So what I'm going to have here is plus 5x. And then when I do x squared times this 3, I'd have 3x squared. And then divided by x squared would totally cancel out the x squareds. So don't forget about this minus though. So I'm going to actually end up here with minus 3 on that one. On the bottom, same thing. X squared times positive 1 is just x squared. X squared times like 9 or negative 9 there would be negative 9x squared, and then we would be able to cancel out because of the x squareds. So it would be x squared minus 9. And then after we have done that, we've cleared all the fractions within the fraction. So now we're just on to that simplifying step. If we look at 2x squared plus 5x minus 3 and x squared minus 9, we want to try to factor each of those polynomials. The bottom's easy. We've got x plus 3 times x minus 3, a difference of squares. On the top, it looks like, let's see, when we factor it there, we're going to have a 2x and an x. And then we're going to have a 3 and a 1. So it'd be a positive 3 there and a negative 1 there. And that should give us a, if we FOIL it out, it'll give us what we have up above is the 2x squared plus 5x minus 3. If we multiply what's in the bottom, x plus 3 times x minus 3, it should get us back to x squared minus 9. So when we look at it here, though, we also have, when we're looking at simplifying, common factors there. X plus 3 and x plus 3 can cancel out. And we are left, in the end, with a 2x minus 1 over an x minus 3. And that is our simplified answer. If you have questions, please make sure you're asking. Remember, factoring here, you can do whatever method you want. Box and diamond, guess and check, whatever you got to do, but don't let this be the part that holds you back. Okay? Factoring is fun when you know how to do it. So come figure out how to do it, and you'll have some fun.